Hello everyone, this is Dhanashri Chougale and you're watching Ganga Education. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, you will get information relating to law and competitive examination in law field. If you are new on my channel, then do subscribe my channel. In this video, we are going to solve most important multiple choice questions from the Specific Relief Act 1963. Specific Relief Act 1963 is the subject which is included in various syllabus of competitive examination. Of course, it is a part of LL.B examination also. So, in today's video, we will solve 50 most important multiple choice questions. So, let's get started. Question first. Specific relief can be granted for option A. Enforcing individual civil rights. Option B. Enforcing penal laws. Option C. Both civil and penal laws. Option D. Neither civil rights nor penal laws. And the correct answer is option A. Enforcing individual civil rights. Now question 2. According to section 6 of Specific Relief Act 1963, no suit under this section shall be brought after the expiry of option A. 6 months from the date of possession. Option B. 2 months from the date of disposition. Option C. 6 months from the date of disposition. Option D. 10 months from the date of possession. And the correct answer is option C. 6 months from the date of disposition. Now question 3. A suit for possession under section 5 of the Specific Relief Act can be filed within option A. 3 years. Option B. 6 months. Option C. 12 years. Option D. 30 years. And the correct answer is option C. 12 years. Question number 4. A person entitled to possession of specific movable property may recover it in a manner provided by option A. Indian Evidence Act 1872. Option B. Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Option C. The Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Option D. Transfer of Property Act 1882. And the correct answer is option C. The Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Now question number 5. Any instrument other than a will or codicil as defined by Indian Succession Act whereby the destination or devolution of successive interest in movable and immovable property is disposed of or is agreed to be disposed of is called option A. Affidavit. Option B. Power of attorney. Option C. Instrument. Option D. Settlement. And the correct answer is option D. Settlement. Now question number 6. Which of the following types of actions can be brought in law for the recovery of specific immovable property? Option A. A suit based on title by ownership. Option B. A suit based on possessory title. Option C. A suit based merely on previous possession of plaintiff where he has been dispossessed without his consent otherwise than in due course of law. Option D. All of these. And the correct answer is option D. All of these. Now question number 7. Which new remedy introduced by Specific Relief Amendment Act 2018? Option A. Injunction. Option B. Substituted performance. Option C. Recovery of specific movable property. Option D. None of the above. And the correct answer is option B. Substituted performance. Now question number 8. An order or decree under section 6 of this act is option A. Appealable. Option B. Reviewable. Option C. Neither appealable nor reviewable. Option D. Both appealable and reviewable. And the correct answer is option C. It is neither appealable nor reviewable. Now question number 9. Which of the following section of Specific Relief Act provides a remedy without establishing title? Option A. Section 6. Option B. Section 7. Option C. Section 8. Option D. Section 9. And the correct answer is Option A, section number 6. Now question number 10. Under Specific Relief Act, a suit for recovery of possession can be filed. Option A, only in respect of movable property. Option B, only in respect of immovable property. Option C, in respect of both movable and immovable property. Option D, neither movable nor immovable property. And the correct answer is option C, in respect of both movable and immovable property. Now question number 11. Section 8 of the Specific Relief Act cannot be invoked. Option A, when the thing claimed is held by defendant as the agent or trustee of the plaintiff. Option B, when compensation in money would afford the plaintiff adequate relief for the loss of the thing claimed. Option C, when it would be extremely difficult to ascertain the actual damage caused by its loss. Option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is option B, when compensation in money would afford the plaintiff adequate relief for the loss of a thing claimed. Remember that here the question is negative, that is section 6 of the Specific Relief Act cannot be invoked. Question number 12. Power of court to engage experts is provided under section. Option A, section 10A. Option B, section 21A. Option C, section 20A. And option D, section 14A. And the correct answer is option C, that is section 20A. Now question number 13. Temporary injunction may be granted. Option A, at any stage of the suit. Option B, at the final hearing of the case. Option C, at the time of filing the suit. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option A, at any stage of the suit. Question number 14. Section 8 makes provisions in relation to recovery of option A, immovable property. Option B, movable property. Option C, both movable and immovable property. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option B, that is movable property. Question number 15. A proceedings under section 6 is intended to be a summary proceeding. This has been held in option A, Muhammad Mehtab Khan versus Khushnuma Ibrahim. Option B, Govind Ram versus Ganchand. Option C, Babu Puri versus Kalu. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option A, that is Muhammad Mehtab Khan versus Khushnuma Ibrahim. Now question 16. The law of specific relief is a part of option A, substantive law. Option B, procedural law. Option C, penal. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option B, procedural law. Now question number 17. A suit for recovery of possession of immovable property under section 6 of Specific Relief Act cannot be filed against option A, a private individual only. Option B, a government. Option C, both a private individual and a government. Option D, neither A nor B. And the correct answer is option B, that is a government. Suit for recovery of possession of immovable property under section 6 cannot be filed against the government. Now question 18. After 2018 Amendment Act, now specific performance will be granted subject to certain exceptions which are elaborated in section 11, subsection 2, section 14 and section 16 of the Amendment Act. Option A, discretionary. Option B, mandatory. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option B, mandatorily. Now question 19. On the basis of duration of operation, injunction may be option A, prohibitory and mandatory. Option B, temporary and mandatory. Option C, temporary and perpetual. Option D, none of the above is correct. Now we have to concentrate only on the injunction basis upon the duration, and if we talk about duration, then the correct answer will be option C, that is temporary, and perpetual, that is permanent. Now question number 20. Remedy of rescission of contract. Option A is the same as specific performance. Option B is opposite of specific performance. Option C does not affect specific performance. Option D makes specific performance easy. And the correct answer is option B, that is opposite to specific performance. Now question number 21. The performance of part of the contract, option A, can never be specifically enforced. Option B can be specifically enforced. Option C can be specifically enforced in certain circumstances. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option C, that is can be specifically enforced in certain circumstances. Now question number 22. The instrument is cancelled under section 31. Option A, only when it is void. Option B, only when it is voidable. Option C, when it is void or voidable. And option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option C, that is when it is void or voidable. Now question number 23. Under section 33, court may order option A for the enforcement of the minor's contract in case of demand of justice. Option B for restoration of benefits or payment of compensation only and cannot order for enforcement of the contract. Option C for enforcement of contract and in case of breach for payment of the compensation. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option B, that is for restoration of benefits or payment of compensation only and cannot order for enforcement of the contract. Now question number 24. The following contracts can be specifically enforced, namely option A, where a party to the contract has obtained substituted performance of contract in accordance with the provisions of section 20. Option B, a contract the performance of which involves the performance of a continuous duty which the court cannot supervise. Option C, a contract which is so dependent on personal qualification of the parties that the court cannot enforce specific performance of its material terms. And option D, the contract which is not in its nature determinable. And the correct answer is option D, that is a contract which is not in its nature determinable. Again, here the question is the following contracts can be specifically enforced, and here a contract which is not in its nature determinable can be specifically enforced. If it is determinable, then it cannot be enforced specifically. Now question number 25. At the time of obtaining substituted performance, the party who suffers the breach has given a notice in writing to the party in breach. Option A, of not less than 60 days. Option B, of not less than 30 days. Option C, of not less than 90 days. Option D, of not less than 1 month. And the correct answer is option B, that is of not less than 30 days. Now question 26. The temporary injunctions are regulated by option A, CPC, option B, CrPC, option C, Specific Relief Act, option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option A, CPC, that is Civil Procedure Code 1908. Now question number 27. Perpetual injunctions are regulated by option A, CPC, option B, Specific Relief Act, option C, CrPC, that is Criminal Procedure Code, option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option B, that is Specific Relief Act. Now question number 28. Obligation under Specific Relief Act includes option A, obligation arising out of trust, option B, obligation arising under a statute, Option C, obligation arising out of tort as of contract. Option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Now question number 29. Section 26 fixes the time limit for discovery of mistake or fraud to be option A, 6 months, option B, 3 months, option C, 1 year, option D, no time limit is fixed. And the correct answer is option D, that is no time limit is fixed for discovery of mistake or fraud to be. Now question number 13. Suit filed under the provisions of Specific Relief Act 1963 regarding infrastructure project shall be disposed of by the court. Option A, within a period of 10 months from the date of service of summons to the defendant. Option B, within the period of 12 months from the date of service of summons to the defendant. Option C, within a period of 20 months from the date of service of summons to the defendant. Option D, within the period of 2 months from the date of service of summons to the defendant. And the correct answer is option B, that is within a period of 12 months from the date of service of summons to the defendant. Now question number 31. The declaratory decree, option A, creates new right. Option B, does not create new right but declares the right which already exists. Option C, creates new right and declares the existing rights. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option B, that is does not create new right but declares the right which already exists. Now question number 32. A contract made by trustee in excess of his powers or in breach of trust. Option A, cannot be specifically enforced. Option B, can be specifically enforced. Option C, does not come under specification. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option A, cannot be specifically enforced. Now question number 33. Which of the following contracts is not enforceable? Option A, to sell an agriculture property. Option B, to sell a dwelling house. Option C, to perform in a singing program. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option C, to perform a singing program, because it is depending upon personal qualification or volition. Now question number 34. Section 9 of the Act provides for option A, the grounds on which the specific performance of contract can be granted. Option B, the defense which a person against whom the relief of specific performance is claimed may plead. Option C, the defense which a person against whom the relief of specific performance claimed cannot plead. Option D, the grounds on which the specific performance of contract cannot be granted. And the correct answer is option B, that is the defense which a person against whom the relief of specific performance is claimed may plead. Now question number 35. What do you mean by rectification of contract? Option A, correction of contract. Option B, setting aside of contract. Option C, cancellation of contract. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option A, correction of contract. Now question number 36. What is true about temporary injunction? Option A, continues until certain specific time. Option B, is permanent between the parties. Option C, cannot be granted ex parte. Option D, concludes the rights. And the correct answer is option A, continues until a certain specified time. Now question number 37. Injunction is granted. Option A, to prevent torts. Option B, to restrain breach of contract. Option C, only B. Option D, both A and B. And the correct answer is option D, only A and B. Now question number 38. Temporary injunction can be filed by option A, an application in the suit. Option B, a separate suit. Option C, both by application in the suit and a separate suit. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option A, an application in the suit. Now question number 39. Which is the correct to grant temporary injunction? Option A, prima facie case. Option B, balance of convenience. Option C, irreparable loss. Option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. Now question number 40. Declaration under section 34 can be made by the court. Option A, in case of contingent right also. Option B, only in case of vested right. Option C, in case of vested right and also in case of contingent right. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option C, in case of vested rights and also in case of contingent right. Now question number 41. Right to worship may be declared under section 34. Option A, because it is a civil right. Option B, because it is a moral right. Option C, because it is political right. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option A, because it is a civil right. Now question number 42. An injunction granted at the final hearing of suit under section 37 is known as A. Option A, temporary injunction. Option B, permanent injunction. Option C, mandatory injunction. Option D, either B or C. And the correct answer is option B, that is permanent injunction. Now question number 43. What are the rights of purchaser or lessee against the person having no title or imperfect title under section 13 of the Act? Option A, right for subsequent interest in the property. Option B, to have property unencumbered. Option C, to return the deposit paid by the defendant on the suit instituted by the vendor or lessee. Option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Now question number 44. Judgment in a declaratory suit is A. Option A, judgment in rem. Option B, judgment in personam. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option B, judgment in personam. Question number 45. Under section 34, the declaration is made by the court. Option A, only of legal character. Option B, only of right to property. Option C, of legal character and right to property both. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option C, of legal character and right to property both. Now question number 46. Under section 27, in certain circumstances, the court may refuse to rescind the contract. One of them is option A, when the contract is expressly ratified by the plaintiff. Option B, when the contract is ratified by both the parties to the contract. Option C, when the contract has been expressly or impliedly ratified by the plaintiff. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option C, when the contract has been expressly or impliedly ratified by the plaintiff. Now question number 47. In a suit for injunction under section 40 of the Specific Relief Act 1963, damages, option A, can be awarded only if plaintiff has claimed the same in the plaint. Option B, can be awarded where the plaintiff has not claimed the same in the plaint. Option C, can be awarded irrespective of whether plaintiff has claimed the same or not. Option D, damages can be awarded to plaintiff in a suit for injunction. And the correct answer is option A, can be awarded only if the plaintiff has claimed the same in the plaint. Now question number 48. The remedy under section 26 may be allowed by the court. Option A, only when it has been specifically claimed by the party. Option B, whether or not it has been claimed by the party. Option C, only when the mistake is unilateral and rectification is claimed by the party mistaken? Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option A, only when it has been specifically claimed by the party. Now question number 49. For rectification of instrument under section 26, it is necessary that option A, the instrument fails to express the real intention of the parties due to fraud or mistake of parties, whether the mistake is mutual or unilateral. Option B, the instrument fails to express the real intention of the parties due to fraud or mutual mistake of the parties, but mutual mistake must be as to fact, not as to law. Option C, the instrument fails to express the real intention of the parties due to fraud or mutual mistake of parties. Mistake may be mistake as to fact or law. Option D, none of the above is correct. And the correct answer is option C, the instrument fails to express the real intention of the parties due to fraud or mutual mistake. Due to fraud or mutual mistake of the parties, mistake may be the mistake as to fact or law. Now, last question, that is question number 50. In a suit for injunction under section 40 of the Specific Relief Act 1963, damages, option A, cannot be awarded. Option B, can be awarded in addition to the injunction. Option C, can be awarded in lieu of injunction. Option D, can be awarded either in addition or in substitution for the injunction. And the correct answer is option D, can be awarded either in addition to or in substitution for the injunction. That's it for today. We have already solved 50 most important multiple choice questions from the Indian Contract Act 1872. I am going to drop a link in description box. Please check it also. And we will definitely solve multiple choice questions from the law of tort also in next video. So stay tuned and thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit on a like button if you really like it. Thank you.